The stage is set for the second phase of Lok Sabha elections on Thursday. All preparations are in place to conduct polling for 95 Lok Sabha seats across 11 states, and one union territory will go to polls in this phase. Earlier, 97 constituencies were scheduled to be covered in this phase. But election to Vellore seat in Tamil Nadu was cancelled over allegations of excess use of money power, and polling to Tripura East Lok Sabha seat postponed to the third phase on 23rd of April over law and order concerns. And 38 seats in Tamil Nadu, 14 seats in Karnataka, 10 seats in Maharashtra, 8 seats in Uttar Pradesh, 5 seats each in Bihar, Assam and Odisha, 3 seats each in West Bengal and Chhattisgarh, 2 seats in Jammu and Kashmir, 1 seat each in Manipur and Puducherry will vote in the second phase. Voting for 35 assembly seats in Odisha will also take place in the second phase on 18th of April. Fourteen Lok Sabha constituencies across central and southern regions of Karnataka will go to polls on 18th of April. Elaborate arrangements have been made for free and fair elections.
A high-pitched campaign ended on Tuesday evening for the first phase of polling in Karnataka. 241 candidates, including 15 women and 133 independents, are in the fray for 14 seats. Among the constituencies, Bangalore North has the highest, 31 candidates, while Hassan has 6, the lowest number of candidates.
All arrangements have been made. In these 14 constituencies, more than 2 crore 67 lakh voters are there, and some 10,432 service voters are there. For all the service voters, the postal ballot have been sent. Many of them have even come back to us. There are 241 candidates who are now standing in the fray, and out of which 17 are women candidates. And there are 30,164 polling stations. All polling stations have been with all the assured minimum facilities.
Prominent contestants in this phase include former Prime Minister H.D. Devegowda from Tumkur, his grandsons Prajwal Ravanna and Nikhil Kumaraswamy from Hassan and Mandya. Union Minister Sadanand Gowda is contesting from Bangalore North, and senior Congress leader Virappa Moily from Chikkabalapura.
India ka defense ke liye this election is most important.
The 14 constituencies are Udupi Chikmagalur, Hassan, Dakshin Kannada, Chitradurga, Tumkur, Mandya, Mysore, Chamarajnagar, Bangalore Rural, Bangalore North, Bangalore Central, Bangalore South, Chikkabalapur and Kolar. The JDS is in the fray in Hassan, Mandya, Tumkur and Udupi Chikmagalur, while the Congress is contesting the remaining 10 seats, including 4 in the Bengaluru region. The BJP is contesting 13 seats and supporting independent candidate Sumalata Ambarish in Mandya.
The stage is set for high-stakes battle between the BJP and the Congress-JDS combined in Karnataka. In the 2014 Lok Sabha elections, out of these 14 seats, the BJP and the Congress won 6 each, while the JDS could bag 2 seats. The remaining 14 seats in the state will go to polls on April 23rd. Reporting from Bengaluru, with camera person Junaid Iqbal Khan, I'm Kriti Mishra for Rajya Sabha Television.
And for more details from Karnataka, we'll go across to our correspondent Kriti Mishra, who is joining us from Bengaluru. Kriti, tell us about the preparations and security arrangements for tomorrow.
Well, Smriti, stage is set for the first phase of polls in Karnataka for 14 Lok Sabha constituencies, and elaborate security arrangements have been made by the Election Commission. So remember, there are 90,000 police personnel, 2.5 lakh polling personnel, 55 companies of central paramilitary forces that have been deployed. There are flying squads and also shadow squads to curb the use of illicit cash and money. But remember, the biggest concern is that of urban apathy because, Smriti, in this week, there are plethora of holidays. It's an elongated weekend. And last time also, during the last elections, we saw urban apathy in Bengaluru, where the voter turnout was barely around 56%. So that is the biggest concern of the Election Commission. However, it has made special endeavour to motivate people to come out and exercise their franchise. Right. How that pans out tomorrow, that remains to be seen. Smriti?
And Kriti, what are the key issues which the people in Karnataka will be voting for in these elections?
Well, after the Balakot strikes, there is a sense of nationalism, and that issue of nationalism and defence that reigns supreme on the minds of voters. But particularly in Karnataka, the biggest concern, and specifically in Bengaluru, that is a scarcity of drinking water. Because, Smriti, remember, a report has pointed out that similar scenes could be witnessed in Bengaluru by the year 2030, what we saw in South African city of Cape Town, wherein there could be a huge shortage of drinking water, and drinking water, the availability of drinking water could drop to 88 litres per person against the required amount of 135 or currently available amount of water. So that, of course, is the biggest concern amongst the voters. Otherwise, also agrarian crisis, and the way the government had promised the loan waiver, that also remains one of the prime factors that the voters would keep in mind, particularly the farmers would keep in mind while they cast their votes. Smriti? All
right. Thank you so much, Kriti, for joining us. So their agrarian crisis and drinking water are the major factors which our correspondent Kriti Mishra told us that the people in Karnataka will be voting for this time. Meanwhile, voting for the single Lok Sabha seat in Puducherry will take place on Thursday. There are 18 candidates in the fray whose fate will be decided by over 9 lakh voters. Our correspondent Rajat spoke with the Chief Electoral Officer on the preparation for voting.
We're joined with the Chief Electoral Officer of Puducherry, Dr. Kandavelu. So thanks for joining us. Tomorrow, Puducherry will poll. What are the preparations in place by the department?
The thing is, tomorrow, for the tomorrow's poll, the election machinery has made all the elaborate arrangements. Okay, we have got 4 different regions: Puducherry, Karaikal, Mahe and Yanam. So there are 9.73 lakh voters spread over 970 polling stations in Puducherry. So Puducherry is by and large known for very peaceful and brisk polling. So this time also the same, we are expecting that there would be the same trend, and the election department has reached out to the voters, and we have distributed voter slip to almost 98% of the voters. And we have also carried out various sweep activities, awareness activities among the people and voters, so that they should come out and vote on the polling day.
How many candidates are in fray this time around in the elections?
Yes, there are 18 candidates in the fray for this lone parliamentary constituency. Along with Nota, it's 19. So we will be using 2 ballot units for this election, and along with parliamentary election to Puducherry parliamentary constituency, there is a by-election also in one assembly segment here. So that polling will also take place for that by-election. Yes.
So lastly, Puducherry is known, as you said, for very peaceful and brisk voting. Last time around was around 80%. Comparing with the national average, it's fairly impressive. How are you expecting this time around, given that there are several initiatives that you're taking?
The thing is, we expect that the same trend would continue this time also, because the election machinery and all the district administration officials have reached out to the voters, and they have gone from village to village explaining about the importance of their vote. And we also had mobile vans reaching out to various rural areas in this union territory, demonstrating to them how the EVM and VVPAT functions, and on the voting day everyone should turn out in large numbers and then vote. So we expect that a high percentage of voting.
And to gauge what is transpiring in Tamil Nadu, we'll go across to our correspondent Rajat, who is joining us from Chennai. Rajat, tell us about the mood of the state for tomorrow.
Thanks, Priti. People of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry as well, they're looking forward for tomorrow's polling. That will begin early in the morning. And both the states, as we know, are known for the brisk polling. Last time around 2014, Tamil Nadu recorded 74% of vote, which is fairly impressive if we compare the national average, which usually happens to be around 60s or early 60s. And Puducherry was further higher at 80. So given initiatives taken by the Election Commission and their units here and also awareness among the voters, with these two, Tamil Nadu as well as Puducherry, which is a union territory, is expected to see high polling. And polling usually begins here early, given it's a coastal area, and weathers soars as the day go by. So tomorrow we would see, as we report, as joined by our viewers tomorrow in the morning, there would be long queues at the polling stations.
Right. And what are the key contests to watch out for in these elections?
Well, there are several battles within the battles. If we talk of Tamil Nadu, then there are battles in Chennai Central seat where Dayanidhi Maran, who's a former union minister and DMK heavyweight, is fighting against Sam Paul of the PMK, which happens to be the candidate of ADMK BJP-led NDA. We have BJP's state unit office bearer, Ms. Sondar Raja, who will be contesting against again former minister and heavyweight of the DMK Kanimuri. Then there are the straight battles between the Congress and the BJP in two seats. One at Sivaganga, where former minister P. Chidambaram's son Karthi Chidambaram is pitted against H. Raja of the BJP. Right. And Pon Radhakrishnan of BJP, who is a fairly senior and popular leader, is fighting against H. Vasanta Kumar in Kanyakumari. Then there are other battles in Theni. There are battles within battle, as I said, of the splinter group of ADMK led by TTV Dinakaran, who has gained attraction here in terms of the news to say of, and analysts are keeping a close eye on how much vote percentage would the splinter group of ADMK would gather, given both the parties, the DMK and ADMK, this time around, they're having a new generation of leaders. Remember, Tamil Nadu is one state which for decades have seen a personality cult, or to say the personality clash between Jayalalitha and Karunanidhi. Right. And this time around, after the demise, both the parties are led by a fresh leadership. So there, it has to be seen that how far they go in the politics given this election. So it will be a test of their waters as well.
And very quick, Rajat, will the by-polls in Tamil Nadu have any impact on the political scenario in the state?
Well, absolutely, you're bang on. There are by-polls to 22 assembly constituencies. Now, given the current strength of assembly, ADMK government sits quite pretty in terms of majority. But if there is any drastic change, on those 22 seats, we would see that would be impacting the equations in the assembly.
Right. Thank you so much, Rajat, for joining us and giving us all those details and ground report and ground situation from what is transpiring in Tamil Nadu. Moving on, campaigning has intensified in constituencies going to polls in the third and fourth phases. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held election rallies in his home state of Gujarat on Wednesday. Addressing a gathering in Himmatnagar, the Prime Minister accused the previous UPA government of trying to damage the interest of Gujarat during its 10-year rule.
गांधी जी की कांग्रेस, गोली वाली कांग्रेस, आज गांधी जी की कांग्रेस, उस जमाने में अंग्रेज गोली का सहारा लेते थे। आजादी के बाद कांग्रेस खुद गालीबाज बन गई है, गाली का सहारा दे रही है।
At another rally in Maharashtra, Prime Minister Narendra Modi promised to set up a separate Jal Shakti ministry if voted to power again. He promised that a separate department will be made only for river connectivity and increasing irrigation. He also stressed on the need to have a strong, decisive government at the centre.
आपने 2014 में मुझे जो पूर्ण बहुमत दिया, उसने मुझे ऐसी ताकत दी, ऐसा ताकत दी कि एक तरफ जहां देश के लिए बड़े बड़े फैसले ले पाया, वहीं गरीब से गरीब के कल्याण के लिए भी पूरी शक्ति लगाकर काम कर पाया। 5 साल मैंने किस तरह सरकार चलाई, ये आपने देखा है। अब आपको फिर से ये तय करना है कि देश को मजबूत सरकार देंगे या कमजोर सरकार हम सह लेंगे।
And addressing a campaign rally at Surendranagar in Gujarat, Prime Minister Modi referred to the surgical strikes and air strikes conducted by the country's forces inside Pakistan in response to terrorist attacks in Uri and Pulwama. And BJP President Amit Shah campaigned in Odisha on Wednesday, addressing a gathering in Dhenkanal. Shah accused the BJD government in the state of trying to destroy democracy and run a Babu Raj. He accused the Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik of creating a system of governance that has sidelined the elected representatives in Odisha. The BJP president also listed out the achievements of the BJP-led NDA government in the last 5 years. He further promised to provide potable drinking water to all the households in Odisha by 2022.
कि 55 साल तक एक कांग्रेस के नेतृत्व में देश में एक सरकार चली कांग्रेस पार्टी की, परंतु देश के गरीबों के लिए 55 साल में कुछ नहीं किया। 5 पीढ़ी तक ये राहुल बाबा के परिवार की सरकार चली, मगर देश के गरीबों के लिए कुछ नहीं हुआ। नरेंद्र मोदी जी की सरकार 5 साल से चल रही है। 5 साल में देश के गरीबों के लिए 50 करोड़ गरीबों के लिए ढेर सारी योजनाएं नरेंद्र मोदी लेकर आए।
Amit Shah also addressed election rallies in Maharashtra, where he targeted the Congress and CP combined in the state. He said that the two parties together ruled the state for 15 consecutive years till 2014 and did nothing for the people.
ये जो मोदी सरकार के नारे लगते हैं ना, वो ऐसे ही नहीं लगते हैं, ऐसे ही नहीं लगते हैं। ये कोई नेता के प्रति मोह नहीं है, मोदी जी की लोकप्रियता का कारण है 5 साल तक नरेंद्र भाई ने जिस तरह से सरकार चलाई है। देश की जनता आज फिर से एक लंबे समय तक नरेंद्र मोदी जी को पंत प्रधान देखना चाहती है, इसलिए मोदी के नारे। 10 साल तक यूपीए की सरकार चली, सोनिया मनमोहन की सरकार चली, यहाँ पर 15 साल तक कांग्रेस एनसीपी की सरकार चली। 12 लाख करोड़ के घपले, घोटाले, भ्रष्टाचार। और मित्रों, मोदी सरकार ने 5 साल शासन किया, हम पर कोई 1 पैसे का भी आरोप नहीं लगा पाया। ऐसी पारदर्शी सरकार।
And Congress President Rahul Gandhi on Wednesday addressed rallies in Kerala. Rahul Gandhi began his campaign in Kerala's Wayanad, one of the seats from where he is contesting, by offering prayers at the Thirunelli temple. He also attended the coordination meeting of 3 parliamentary constituencies of Kannur, Kasaragod and Vadakara. The Congress president also addressed a public rally in Kannur. He asserted that the issues of Kerala should be decided by the people of the state. Later in the day, Rahul Gandhi also addressed a public meeting in Palakkad.
And over the last 5 years, I have travelled across the country, been to South India, Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, Northeast, West, North, and I've got a feeling that there is a sentiment in the country that there are multiple voices, multiple ideas, multiple languages. I have not come here as a politician. I have come here as a brother, as a son, as a friend. But I also want you to realize and understand that your way of life, your culture, the way you treat each other is a very, very valuable thing for India. And it is the love and affection and the spirit of Kerala and Wayanad that is going to show Mr. Narendra Modi exactly what this country is about.
And some more election news. Home Minister Rajnath Singh on Wednesday addressed a rally in Sambhal district of Uttar Pradesh. Addressing the gathering, he recounted various achievements of the Modi government, such as direct benefit transfer scheme and fulfilling the demands of armed forces, asking people to vote BJP to power again. Targeting Congress, Home Minister Rajnath Singh said that the party had fooled the public for decades with their false claims. Meanwhile, Samajwadi Party has fielded Shatrughan Sinha's wife Poonam Sinha as its Lok Sabha candidate from Lucknow. This is the constituency where the BJP has fielded Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh. The candidature was announced by SP President Akhilesh Yadav a day after Poonam Sinha joined his party. The BJP has fielded Sadhvi Pragya Singh Thakur as its candidate from the Bhopal Lok Sabha seat. Thakur has been pitted against Congress heavyweight and former Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Digvijay Singh. Currently out on bail in the Malegaon blast case, Pragya Thakur joined the BJP just hours before being declared the BJP nominee from Bhopal. An NIA court had dropped charges against her under the stringent Makoka, but she and other co-accused are still facing other charges in the Malegaon case.
जनता ये समझ जाए कि जो कुछ भी है वो अब छलावा हो सकता है दूसरे लोगों का, दूसरे पक्ष का, किंतु यहाँ जो किया गया है वही बोला जाएगा और जो करेंगे, जो कहेंगे और वो करेंगे। इसलिए आप सबके सहयोग से सभी के अनुभवों का और सभी के एकजुट एक शक्ति के रूप में कार्य करते हुए और यहाँ से निश्चित रूप से विजय श्री प्राप्त लेकर के देश को सुरक्षित भी करेंगे और देश का विकास भी करेंगे और हम सब देश को समर्पित हैं, इसलिए हम राष्ट्र की अर्चना और वंदना जीवन भर करते रहेंगे।
Besides Sadhvi Pragya Thakur, the BJP also released names of 3 other candidates for the Lok Sabha polls in Madhya Pradesh. KP Yadav will be the party nominee from Guna, Raj Bahadur Singh from Sagar and Ramakant Bhargav from Vidisha. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj represented Vidisha in the outgoing Lok Sabha. Alliance talks between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress were called off on Wednesday evening over disagreement on Delhi and Haryana seats. Aam Aadmi Party leader Sanjay Singh said the Grand Old Party had refused any kind of compromise on the seats, leading to disagreement between both the parties.
मुझे नहीं लगता कि कांग्रेस किसी भी प्रकार का कोई समझौता करना चाहती है और इसलिए हम लोग अब आगे बढ़ रहे हैं और अपना जो हमने 7 सीटें दिल्ली में ऐलान कर दी है।